Hi, and welcome to the Lapeer Middle School Athletics Winter Seasons Parent Meeting. Sorry we can't have this in person, but we wanted to put something together for you so that you have all the information you need to be ready for this sports season. So first off, the status of middle school winter sports. In accordance to the guidelines set forth by the MHSAA and the governor's orders, volleyball, as of now, is going to be played as scheduled, which means it's going to be our Winter 1 season, which starts the end of this week and next week for 8th grade and 7th grade next week as well. Boys basketball, as of now, will be played as scheduled during our Winter 2 season, which is going to start January 4th, that first Monday we come back to school after break. And same with competitive cheer, although we are waiting for more guidelines to come from the MHSAA regarding competitive cheer. Wrestling, for now, our middle school league has decided to postpone the wrestling season until we get further guidance from the MHSAA. But again, we are still hoping to play that season during this school year. COVID-19 process and procedures based on the current MHSAA guidelines, a few different things that we're implementing to keep the kids safe and follow all of our regulations. Students are going to complete the COVID-19 symptom screening, including a temperature check before every practice and competition. We're social distancing to the extent possible. Masks will be worn by all athletes, participants, and spectators at all times, coaches as well, practices and competitions. Water will not be provided, so athletes need to bring their own water as well as their own masks. Shared equipment such as balls, bags, dummies, etc. are going to be sanitized multiple times throughout practices, and athletes are also going to be encouraged to sanitize hands often. There's a COVID-19 self-screening tool that we're going to be using that it really is helpful if all the kids download it onto their phone, and it makes that process a lot quicker for that pre-screening check. So you can go back. This presentation, along with even more slides, is going to be posted along with the video so you can get this information later. Spectators, and again, this is as of today based on current MHSAA guidelines. Based on the size of our facilities for our middle school indoor winter sports, we're still going to be limited to the 2 spectators per participant, which means athletes the day before each event are going to receive 2 vouchers the day before the event. Each spectator must bring the voucher to the event, give it to the ticket taker, and pay the $3 entry fee. All spectators will wear masks at all times, and will also be social distancing in the stands as well. No concessions at middle school events either, indoors. The athletic department, as you can see, I am Zach Hamilton, assistant principal and athletic director at Zemmer. You see my office number, email. My secretary is Mrs. Tiffany. And you see the phone number and her email as well. And now I'm going to turn it over to the Roland Warner Associate Principal Athletic Director, Rich Cross. You can see his contact information as well as his athletic secretary contact information there also.
Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Again, I am Rich Cross, the Associate Principal Athletic Director at Roland Warner. Our Athletic Secretary, Miss Dean, is up front here as well. You see her phone number on the screen as well as her email, kdean@lapeerschools.org. If you ever need anything, you're more than welcome to email either one of us. Talking a bit about some of the processes for athletes. All athletes who want to try out during Winter 1 need to be cleared through their respective athletic office prior to doing so. What that consists of is an MHSAA physical, or in lieu of a physical this year, they can use their valid physical from last year and fill out and sign the MHSAA health questionnaire form. We need to have one or the other. We need a signed athletic code of conduct that's signed by both the athlete and the parent, their emergency contact card, as well as having their eligibility checked. Athletes do not need to pay their pay to participate until they actually make a team. 7th graders, obviously, you're going to turn your forms into the Roland Warner office, and 8th graders will turn them into the Zemmer office. Once the clearance process is complete, the student athlete will receive a bracelet which they will wear to practice to signify that they have been cleared. Coaches will not be collecting any paperwork or any pay to participate fees at practice. Attendance is important. Student athletes must be in attendance for the entire school day in order to take part in practice or games. There are obviously exceptions. Anything that's medical, dental, funeral, court, things of that nature are excused. The athlete will still be able to take part. However, we do ask that you clear this in advance with one of us, as well as provide some documentation, doctor's note, dentist's note, things of that nature. Excessive absences and or tardies can affect playing time as well. Eligibility, we require all students to maintain at least a GPA of 2.0 to retain their eligibility, as well as passing 5 out of 6 classes. Athletes who are passing all classes are good to go. Athletes who are failing 2 or more at the eligibility check will be ineligible for the following week, and those students who have 1 failing grade must have a GPA above 2.0 in order to be considered eligible. We will begin checking eligibility that first Thursday of volleyball season, and again, we check on Thursday mornings for the following week. If you have any questions about the eligibility policy, it is detailed in the Athlete Code of Conduct. If you're looking for news, updates, staying current with the constant changing landscape of sports, go to www.lapeerlightning.com for game results, as well as, again, informational updates. So our pay to participate scale for 7th and 8th graders. If you are full price lunch, it's $120 for the entire year, and that's for all sports, not per sport. If you are reduced lunch, that's $60, and if you are free lunch, that is $20. And as you can see, if you are a 6th grader, that is half of that, and the free and reduced lunch forms are available in the office. Tryouts, some date and time, location. Information. 7th grade girls will try out here at Roland Warner beginning next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 5 to 7 here in the Roland Warner gym. 8th grade tryouts begin this Friday the 23rd and continue next week, Monday and Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Zemmer gym. Competitive cheer and 7th and 8th grade boys basketball is tentatively scheduled to begin on Monday, January 4th. That is the day we return from Christmas break. And again, wrestling is still currently being decided upon in our league. Once we receive more information from the MHSAA on how to do it as safely as possible for our athletes and our coaches, we will pass that along to you. Again, follow us on Facebook for, again, different informational updates, results from contests, things of that nature, as well as on lapeerlightning.com. Again, coaches' information, if you need to reach out and contact one of our coaches, there is their email address. For the most part, it's pretty simple. It's first initial, last name at lapeerschools.org. All right, folks, we thank you for watching our presentation. A full version of the PowerPoint slideshow will be available on lapeerlightning.com and our various social media pages later this afternoon, as well as a recorded presentation of the presentation that you just watched. So have a great day, stay safe, and we hope to see you in the gym soon.